What's up? Hello, fellow humans, planet Earth. How are we all doing on this glorious, glorious video gaming day? Hello, Fields Bagman. Hello, Debatron. Hello, Dualius. Hello, Son. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The main character for this Banishers game looks really handsome. Shame about the dude next to her, though. What the hell? What are you saying? What are you saying, man? Logan's a little bit depressive today because he didn't get a walk. We'll go this way again. Oh, getting a lot of value from this one. Hello, Alan. Hello, Deb. What are you up to at this ungodly hour? We are playing a completely brand new, freshly released video game today that was released, well, this year. I mean, relatively new. Looks. Oh no. Looks. Actually playing a new game. We'll do Logan last. That way he's gonna get less jealous. Actually playing a new game. I got home a bit late and just winding down, so nice. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, flink utla igjen. What kind of game is this? Vent. Igen. Varför gick det? Ja, Link. Banishers, as far to so I guess I wanted to do that anyway, but I know very little about this game. I've looked at like a little bit of the preview footage they had in the original trailers. I've not seen any gameplay. Basically, I've seen very minimal gameplay, but I believe it is like an action RPG, but like an emotional story-based action RPG is my expectation. I'm kind of going in expecting like a AA God of War would be what I'm expecting. What the game actually is, I guess we'll find out together. But I will launch it and we can see what happens. Shame it only to Vampire, but let's get it. I haven't played Vampire yet. I was thinking I wanted to play it before this, but we're so short on time this year, and I want to try to play as many games that came out this year as possible. So if I were to guess, I would guess that my GPU is going to get nuked by this game. It's set in a place. God, I was like, I have no time to read this probably. Yeah, didn't have time to read that. What is this? Oh, they have like a cursor. The game has racism? Oh my god! That's so exciting! I can't set the difficulty up in the menu here. We'll do aim assist, of course. Aim friction. Okay, sure. That's probably fine. Oh. Looks like we can turn, like, basically every setting off if we want. For some reason when I started this game, it was set to 36 FPS. I don't know what the deal with that was, but I put a DLSS on balanced figure that should be fine. Oh, it's T. Never mind. No. Wait. Oh god, it's one of these games. That seemed like the kind of message I put at the beginning of old movies on Disney Plus. I don't watch movies if they come with those warnings. I didn't even get to read it. I was too busy. Motion blur off. I should probably be able to run the game like this, I assume. I mean, we are doing DLSS, so. I set it to night mode because that's usually pretty comfortable. Now let's see if this game has the one saving grace that we've only seen in like 1 out of 100,000 video games. Let's see if there's a button to switch my controller input. This game is available on PlayStation, so it does have all the buttons in the game. Will it let me switch my controller input? Nope. Activate parallax interface movement in menus. I don't know what that is. Okay. For players who wish to focus on the narrative, for players who wish to enjoy the game with a forgiving combat challenge, for players who wish to enjoy a balancing experience, for players who seek challenging combat experience, for players who seek very challenging. Finish up the little clip UI. What does it do? What does it look like? Clip the clip UI for me. Someone clip the clip UI. Let's just do very hard. We usually like playing very hard in Discord. I'm up for doing very hard. EC. No, I can't do EC. Dualis is gonna laugh at me and point. Oh. That's cool. This isn't a clip though. I told you I said clip it. Oh yeah, cause you can make the portrait version now. Dualis laughs some points anyway. Then it lets you do stack clips for TikTok. Yeah, because one thing Twitch is doing is look away for 10 seconds, please. One thing Twitch is apparently doing, which I heard about on Drop Frames, is that they're gonna have a feature now where you can upload my clips places. Like you can clip something and upload it to your TikTok or whatever. Which I can turn off if I want to, but the intention is essentially that, you know, if someone wants to take my shit and make content from it, then that's, if I want them to do that, that's probably then I can do that. And generally speaking, that's probably the best thing you can have, right? Like people sharing your clips is just overall beneficial for you. Sharing your content is just overall beneficial for you. We're gonna play very hard. I mean, if the combat in the game is ass, then we'll just switch to like hard or something. For those clip farms, yeah. Which is okay. Let's focus on the game. Now, Don't is known for some very sad stories, but very well told stories. I don't know about their more recent games, but at least Life is Strange. So that's my expectation here.
Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off New Eden.
Anchor.
A tender stands at your disposal.
I dreamed of clouds. Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
I dreamed of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
A good day to you, my love.
And a good day to you, too.
Are we in New England?
Welcome to America.
I want to turn the light on a little bit.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be
turn it back up again.
uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, Atea, we need to go. And I need to pee.
Rory McWraith, gallant to the last.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror. I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
New Eden, June 7th, 1695.
If this is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it. As cold as a bishop's arse. And twice as white. I don't mind saying it, I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. New Eden is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
I like that scar she has.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two.
Or tea. Oh. Alright. Game looks pretty good. The camera sensitivity is giga-fucked though. Oh yeah, Red, is that part of the Pokemon universe? Hello, Red, no. That is part of the Transistor universe. When you're aiming, okay, but I don't care about the aiming. Maybe that's like even like 25%. Clip farms already have all the tools and animation to grab clips, so it should make it easier for anyone not clip farming. I dreamed of divine orbs in the darkest depths of Delve. I could start an Enda clip channel and make it. Yes, do that, please. Then copy strike Enda. I can only dream without a cam because I own the rights to his face now. Horizontal sensitivity. Wait, but this is camera? Wait, what? I do like transistors. Do you like Devil's Little Sisters? Okay, let me tab out real quick to see if I can see what my statistics are right now. 50% GPU utilization. Game was good. Audio, very low, I would say. This might be a problem with the night mode, like the. We'll try it in battle. The audio during the dialogue there was fine. I was going to say, like what Son said, I think Twitch's idea generally is that the easier it is to disseminate clips, to send them anywhere for anyone, the easier it is to draw viewers to Twitch, right? You know, if you're in the position where you have so many people watching your clips that you're like losing money on it somehow, then you know that's a very privileged position to be in. Night mode usually focuses on dialogue. Yeah, that's fine. I don't like having a bunch of loud sounds, so we'll see. At least the people on drop frames, which are relatively big Twitch streamers, were very positive about it. I mean,
I think I weary of long, boring sea voyages to grim, faraway lands.
I can't remember the last time we did something else than work.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
I'm now sub to your favorite streamer collective, Penta? You're sub to the Pentaverse?
Have I mentioned how grim this place is?
I heard you the first time, but I don't disagree.
AMP? What is that? What is that? Yo, Mottas, what's up? And hello, Serp. How fare you both? Those menus look very like out of place for some reason. I don't know. Those tooltips. Dude, very chill vacation so far. That's nice. It's great that they want people to share clips on the TikToks, just wish they didn't try to make their app like another TikTok. Oh, you mean like the phone? Yeah, I've heard a lot of complaints about the phone update. In despair, but at least I'll be able to watch streams again. Wait, what's happening? Oh, the American has flown back to the Americas. Yeah, hey! Yippee!
I think we can get through here.
Sure. Let's go traipsing through the rotten, falling down house.
Is this what the big emote bit thing? Yeah, that's the big emote bit thing. It's Kaisen out on the gang, damn. You know what Elden Ring is? Yeah. We are done with the Elden Ring
There.
DLCs. Hello? I mean I can obviously go through here. I should have done that. That's really crap. I thought it just looked crap from how I was seeing it on OBS. It just makes them big. I was it in a day how many hours it took you? Well, it was 10 streams, so like 50
Come
hours?
on.
50, 60
All
hours?
day in here stinks of rotten wood.
I'm gonna go through here. How do I... Oh, okay, I guess we'll be able to go back there at some point, probably. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Inventory. Only 10, yeah? But I think my build is very powerful, so I breezed through some bosses that I think a lot of other people struggled with. It'll probably take you a bit longer if you get stuck on some bosses. People kind of overlap the length, but then again, that's pretty long for DLC. Yeah, I thought it was a very, very good length. I mean, like 50, 60 hours is pretty good, I think. It should at least say that they spent bits. Yeah, I agree with that, Deb. It's silly that it doesn't, but I guess maybe that's to like try to avoid stigmatizing people or something. A lilac hyacinth, a tall plant with long leaves and numerous purple flowers, grows close to water. Can be found in dark wood regions or bought from merchants. A medium-sized plant with green, this is the wild sherwill. Striped stem and sparse white flowers grows on the edge of pathwalks. Can be found in the dark wood region or bought from merchants. Letter from Charles to addressed. Letter from Charles Davenport to Antea. Antea, I hope this letter finds you both free of other work as well as in New Eden. As we in New Eden are desperate for your help. The town has fallen prey to a sneaking and malicious curse. A haunting is behind it, I'm convinced of it. But although our food is rotted and sickness prevails and our very sanity is shaken, I cannot find the ghost. I urge you to find Esther and I in New Eden as soon as you can. I don't know how much longer I can hold. Truly yours, Minister Charles Davenport. I mean, all that guy's already dead, I guess. All right, I think, like I said, I think though, if you, just depending on like your playstyle and how easy some of the bosses are for you, it could easily be like double. I only spent basically one entire stream on one boss, and I can think of at least two other bosses. I would say maybe 3 other bosses that I can imagine someone spending at least a stream on. If not multiple, depending on how willing you are to change your build and how stubborn you are. So, I mean, I would say that's a decent amount of content. Also, I would say that, like, not to toot my own horn too much, but I feel like I'm fairly good, especially having just played Elden Ring again. I would say 2 things. Like, having just recently played Elden Ring, a lot of the characters are easier because of that, and some of the characters are familiar. And then 2, the exploration also didn't take me too much time. While if you're a little bit less on the navigation side, that can also take longer. I would say like 10 to 20, like I would say 50 to 100 hours, all things depending. Pyrite, a chunk of faded brass-like ore, can be found in the Darkwood region or bought from merchants. But a really good length though, like, super good. Dintor says welcome. Oh, like 30 speeds for me.
Ugh. Is it just me, or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Overeager apprentices.
Let's be real, if you're not a master of video games like me, you're gonna have a tough time. As long as you're willing to use the tools, I think most people have a decent enough time. I mean, my playtime is like not using ashes, stuff like that. If you're using ashes, it's gonna be probably a pretty fine time. I wonder if this game has a dodge button or just a parry button. It was good. It was kind of the perfect example of like what FromSoft can do with like open world, even with less. I still prefer Elden Ring, like I said when I was finished with it, but I prefer the size of the base game. But I really liked the DLC.
I could beat you in my sleep.
I do feel like the... Oh! I think the combat sounds might be a little bit low.
down there?
Just a sneaky.
Oh, I don't want to have to do this. Actually, there might be a fix for this. I'll put the audio to full and then I'll just put the dialogue volume down. Maybe that will help.
Wanderer. You?
Oh god.
Same. I managed. Are these spectres watching the road?
Maybe. But are they keeping people outside town? Or are they keeping them in?
Spectral dust. I wish for games like this you just had a place where you just had sound shooting at you. So you could just like tune all the sounds down. Looking at the motherboard, it says LGA 1200 title and LGA 700 in the product description. I mean, if it's from a reputable seller, then I mean, worst case, you just send it back, right? These are vampire animations. The paradigms of another third-person action fancy game. Can't quite put my finger on it. Yeah, you're thinking of Vampire, Mortis. You're thinking of Vampire, of course. Dear cousin, a letter old and damp. Dear cousin, this forest that is New Eden Town has gone on long enough. You tried all you could to make it work, to build something there. But if the words you send me are true, then by God, take your wife and your precious children, pack your belongings and leave that ungodly place. Come to Providence and live with us. There is farm work here, and Simone and I will gladly take you until you find a place of your own. Please, I am begging you, come to us. We are a family and the children will be safe here. John James, Providence, 8th of September, 1694. Maybe Rainfall. Of course, WTF Vampire was thinking of God of War. Nah, I don't, nah. It has the same name as the product I saw on PC Mark Picker, and it has LJ 1200, so it should be correct. Probably just a type in the description. Yeah, probably. Like I said, the worst case, you just have to send it back, so. But the knockback and slow-mo stuff. Yeah, you're right, Remote. It's very greedful. Very greedful, yeah. So, stuff like this is just like I don't mind this stuff too much in this game. It's like all the games do this now. This is just like, did we really need to explicitly note that I go through this place? Like, could I really have gotten lost in this area? I guess I get that they're just setting up the expectation for it, but. Leather, so we're probably gonna do some crafting and stuff in this, huh? Spectral dust, fine powder consistent of spectral particles that emit a faint glow. Can be found in the Darkwood region or bought from witches. From witches? The witch of the seal of the children? A sturdy piece of leather can be found in the Darkwood region or bought from merchants. Okay, so there will be a witch that steals the children in this.
More wanderers.
Good job, bro.
Behind you!
Ooh. Little grab attack.
Yeah, as easy as falling off a box.
If only there was some way for it to get down to
these
you.
people are dead.
The original settlers, perhaps.
Whoever, this doesn't bode well.
Of that witch, steals the children with lycanthropy so we can get rid of that one. You have a child that you actually want to be stolen? Attacking with your weapons fill the banish gauge. When the banish gauge is full, press A to banish your target.
Time to Best.
What's that compass? What is that? What am I looking at? Did I just mark there's an enemy there? Oh, I guess. Okay, cool. Pirate timing seems pretty fair so far. That would be optimal, so since we can't kill our own children, that would be wrong. Oh please, which of the children steal my son with lycanthropy? A note damp and bloody. Perhaps these words will be lost in time, but I must write to them. The date? I cannot say. I know it is the month of June in the year 1695. I thought we would be safer in Providence. I thought we would finally see the children again, and the golden wheat fields would ring with their laughter. Their mother now lies dead, and I shall join her soon. Something insidious walks the roads. Terrible spirits took us. New Eden is cursed. You who read this now, I tell you, run. Banished it? What the hell?
These people left New Eden Town just a few days ago. What exactly is going on here?
So banishing is just a free execute. Yeah, seems like it. Oh, the short attack. Oh, no, it just does damage to some enemies.
Call this a fight?
I guess some enemies are too powerful to be banished. Did I loot whatever this is? No, no loot. Cool if they incentivize finishing off enemies with
That
banish.
augurs
They might.
badly for the
Yeah, they
case.
might.
Situation's worse than you thought.
Let's wait to hear what Charles has to say.
Empty docks in a growing settlement. Never a good sign. By the town selectmen sitting on their arses.
Isn't that what selectmen do?
Let's try. Why am I the hype train conductor? Wait, is there a hype train? Wait, are you permanently stuck as the hype train conductor?
When we get to town, we may need to split up to cover more ground.
You may count on the most responsible student a Banisher could have.
We'll see if you remember some of your teaching. If you're up for it.
Oh,
Rats.
who the hell burns their own crops?
They were leaving because of disease and starvation. They thought it was doomsday. I saw the same thing happen at home.
The Serpent that drive the trains. I'm the former conductor. Don't you just get that, like, when there's a hype train happening? We haven't had a hype train in a while. Oh, yeah, it's been a really long time since I had a hype train. Oh, I guess no one likes the stream, and I guess no one wants to be here. Ugh. Oh. A letter. Susanna, It's been days since we ate. Each day the town empties further. Folk would sooner risk the cold than stay. The minister said help was on its way, but I do not know how much time we have left, or how much time before the next sickness takes us all. I shall entrust my neighbor with this letter and hope that it will reach you. If nothing changes, I'll try to cross the woods myself. I hear folk assemble bands. I hear folk assemble bands, the better to safely brave the white wilderness. May God help us, Sarah.
People are leaving. The town is emptying. Stay on your guard.
Why is the screen a calibration 5k bits? I'm not trying to hustle me. Because it's ass. I can't see it. And I don't want people to do stuff that I can't see. I literally can't see when you do that. How about you just don't do that one? And if you want to do it, then hey, you better pay up, bitch. I literally can't see when you do that. I can't, it's not on my screen, it doesn't pop up in chat. Can you not get over it? Nice. Boston, Fort Jericho, the Harrow Hamlet. Cool. Isn't Jericho a streamer?
Not the busiest stables I've ever seen. No ostler and no horses.
If they burned
It's
their
an
crops
ostler.
and ran out of food, then they probably ate the horses.
And yeah, I can't see that. What is that a threat? Are you threatening me with violence? I think the most violent thing I can imagine anyone doing to me, the thing I would like the least is a hype train level 10. Oh man, that would upset me so much. Oh! I get angry just thinking about it. New Eden Town discovered. Alright.
The welcoming committee.
Let's find the inn. Let's find Charles.
They really think Charles is gonna be chilling out in this goddamn hellhole? I think Charles is smarter than that, lady. I would never commit that much violence. There are limits. Oh, okay. I wish I had a way to just have your torch out.
It'll be good to see Charles and Esther again.
Would you lecture on sensitive marriage?
Esther wouldn't dare. And we don't need a piece of paper to keep us
Just
together.
keep people walking around.
I remember you telling her.
You have reached a location of your current objective. Your compass now indicates that you are inside an area of investigation. Look for the inn. Oh, cool. Also, we can have choice. We have dialogue options. Pretty cool. Hello, sir.
Good day, sir.
You'll be Haskell's Banishers, I take it.
Antea Duarte. This is Red McRae.
Antea
Hugh
Duarte.
Bachelor. The governor had me prepare the schoolhouse for your comfort. It has fallen out of use. Will that be all?
Why do Dontnod always have issues with their lip syncing? Where are the children?
Where are the children?
Several died of fever. We could see disaster coming. We thought we'd have to bury them all. We sent the children to safety. We sent them away.
That can't have been easy. It can't be easy now.
No. No, it is not.
It's about as bad as the lip syncing Outlaws. In the new Star Wars game? Does it have bad lip syncing? Where's the inn?
We're expected at the tavern. Where might we find it?
The King's Arm. You can't miss it, for the lamps are lit. The school is now a bunkhouse, and the meeting house cold and dark. but the tavern shines yet.
Well then, let us be thankful for small mercies.
So far, I didn't think this game would have this type of dialogue system. This is way more RPG than something like God of War, of course. I like that the camera's like moving. It's not just static, one angle, another angle, like a lot of these games sometimes do. That's nice. I do like when people say stuff like, "Oh yeah, you can't miss it." Like, just point, bro. Like, where like this place isn't that big. Just point. Where's the inn? Oh yeah, it's up there. He's like, "You can't miss it. It's the only one left." You're like, what the hell? Just goddamn tell me where it is.
Farewell, Mr. Bachelor, and you may wish us luck.
Good luck, then, to the both of you.
I like when people stare at each other for 5 minutes before saying goodbye. I'm about to stare at you for 5 minutes before stealing your children. Also cool how this guy's just kind of doing his own thing. That's nice. This part of town is closed by the governor's decree. Ska jag poppa för? Aj. Oh, okay. Am I gonna let the heavenly lighten if I do this? For some reason, it's really warm. Oh. Oh. I don't know what's happening. What was happening in like the late 1600s? But I guess there were a lot of ghosts, huh? They had a lot of ghost problems back then. So that building looks like it has an interior. That's cool. I don't know if that's going to be like a thing, but... A lot of rats. Okay, so this place has all the lantern slits. Is that...
There's the inn.
What? Oh, what about this building? This building also has lanterns lit. I hate that guy so much. How does she know where the inn is? I guess it says inn. Hey, what's up?
I must take a moment by myself. Excuse me.
Is this the schoolhouse, maybe? Inn, dock, cemetery. Can't deny the building gives off inn vibes. Hey! Art! Ah! It's cool to see interiors in all these buildings. That's actually kind of cool. Why do you have a blue cape like a 5-year-old playing superhero? It's I mean, it's a cloak. And it's probably a cultural thing, Mr. Bagman. If I were to guess, it's probably a cultural thing from where country this woman is from.
Get out of my way.
Should I, maybe we should just go to the inn first before I go crazy on the exploration. I do kind of like going crazy on the exploration, though. Piece of 8. Oh, we got money? Well, I am racist, so why don't you go and culture yourself? What the hell? Oh, I thought I couldn't grab that. All this sounds are supposed to be, but I like it. It's very tactile for some reason. Why was it called a piece of 8? I don't know. Maybe I can look in the menu, it will tell us. I think just, yeah, it's just a currency. It doesn't... Oh, here, it does say what the currencies are. We have Witchstone. Can be obtained by selling spectral resources to witches. Port stones usually found in rivers. Witches use them as currency and trinkets because of their magical properties as well as their rare beauty. Can be obtained by selling resources to merchants. Guineas were the official currency used in English colonies, but there were so many shortages throughout decades that the settlers had to use other currencies to maintain business. Also known as Spanish dollar, pieces of 8 were largely used for trade since this century, or this currency, was strong and common in Northern American settlements. Is it because 8 of them weigh a pound? You could cut the coin into 8 pieces. I feel like I think I prefer like in-universe explanations rather than historical explanations, but usually the issue I have with historical explanations is that it feels like their focus was on like historical what's the word? Not authenticity. Is it authenticity? But this game set in the real world. Yeah, but this isn't written... Like, this is written as if I'm reading it from the future, right? It isn't written as if this is what my character would think about this currency, right? Because it's written in the past tense, right? It isn't Guinea is the official currency used in English colonies. It were the official currency used in English colonies. Like an AC lord up. Yeah, well, sure. Like, I generally prefer it being written from, like, this is what my character would think about this, rather than this is what this thing is historically, you know what I mean? Just because it feels like this is just kind of the people being like, hey, look, we did our research. This is what this is. We did our research on it, rather than it just being like a natural thing that you can just kind of experience. What's up? Huh? What's up? It's like a Ubisoft game. I haven't played a Ubisoft game in God knows how long, so I'll have to take your word for it. Armor class lore, people hated D&D 1 and 2 too much. What do you mean? What do you mean they hated it? Doesn't Koibu still use a D&D 2nd edition? New Eden Town Harbour Dockage, March 1694. Blossom of London, Liverpool, David Blessing, Mary Pilgrim, William Vorlich of Surrey, Peter Andrews of Boston, John Harris, Lisbon. April, Adventure of Boston, Seaflower, Two Sisters, White Rock of Boston, Dove, Samson, John's Adventure, Blessing, Bristol Merchant, Pebble, Crone, Apollo, Greenway, Hope, Moored Offshore. Were we on the Hope, I guess? Our villa might be one of these people.
No fire starts on its own. Not in this cold.
Something must have given it a helping hand.
What fire? Oh, this place burned down. Well, there's been 3 people are complaining on Reddit that 1 and 2 is completely unplayable because you need to lower your AC. What? I mean, I tentatively agree that those games are completely unplayable, but not for those reasons. No rules. What's is he peeing? No, he's open wood. I mean, pretty much the same thing though. I think Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 have like a lot of issues, but I wouldn't say that's necessarily like the biggest issue. So one of the issues would probably be that there's no like real tutorial in the game, right? Hey, what's up?
You'll be the Banishers then? Come too late. I'm sorry, but if poor Minister Davenport mentioned your names, I have forgotten them.
Antea Duarte. This fellow here is Red McWraith.
Of course. I'm Lisbeth O'Hara. The Minister said you'd have questions. Well?
What do you do here?
What are you doing out here? Most people seem to stay indoors.
Raindrops? Oh yeah, you're right. That's
Since
cool.
you ask, I came to town to buy a remedy for Mistress Fitcher. My sister has a sore leg. The salve eases her discomfort. We have a small farm, some miles from here. And yes, the curse sits there too.
Could you point us to the tavern? We're expected.
The King's Arms. I'll not point it out to you as I disapprove of drinking. It's the large building, next to the gallows.
So an authentic remedy also found in the 17th century. Somehow I don't like the way she pronounces her own name. But she's Irish or something. I won't point, but I'll tell you where it is. There is two, even there's no proper tutorial in either of the Baldur's Gate games.
Well, thank the Lord for that.
She's like, oh, did all this mean my character? There's a correction switch is only what she's saying. You mean main character lady? I thought you meant other character lady. No, she has a distinct accent, but it's lost a little bit. It's like she hasn't spoken in her language in a really long time. I only live by one tutorial, and the tutorial is no tutorials. Also, I mean, her name is probably one of those names that is hard to pronounce without the accent too, right? There are the gallows. Some names are just easier to pronounce with an accent, I think. Like if you were, God, what's a, what is Sam Lake's real name again? Okay, so I decided to order a ship motherboard and gonna try to reuse my old PC case for it to stay on a bit of a budget for now. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, you said this is like the first time you're building a computer, or just the first time in a while? Well, hi there. Hi there, Mr. Sami Antero Jarvi. Yeah, so like, I need to hear Red say her name for comparison. So it's like if Sam Lake was to introduce himself, even if he's, you know, even if he was very fluent in English, it would probably make more sense for him to say Sami Antero Jarvi than to say, my name's Sami Antero Jarvi. You know what I mean? I don't know that's how you say it in Finnish, but probably something like that, right? First time I ever liked what I did the other day is the most I've ever done before. Most I did before that was just apply new cooling paste on my processor. I don't know which one. Is that O or is that Ö? I never know. I always forget. Is it Jorvi? That's cool. That's cool though, Phil's Batman. I was gonna say, like, if this is your first time really tinkering with the computer. Järvi? Sami Antero Järvi. I think it is your first time, Phil's Batman. I think it's smart to go for the budget stuff, kind of get used to it. A really big thing for me with tech, generally speaking. That was right. It's like, I wonder, has my cloak gotten wetter and wetter over time too? That's kind of cool if it does the case. It's like, it's better to buy cheap first time and then kind of see, like, what do you like, what do you not like, what are you looking for, what features do you need, and then you can rather spend more money the next times. I'm gonna keep it a stack 50. I don't, no one can say this is not the perfect letter for ah. There's just no way. Like, whatever this is, there's just, like, whatever that is, no. That's just, like, no. Ah. It's A-E. Ah. But if you my first PC because I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, I mean, I think with all the tutorials out there today, you'd have to be hard-pressed to, like, actually mess it up. No, there's no shot. No one can tell me that this... Do I have caps lock on? Yeah. That this is not a better representation of the letter, of the sound ah. How about you reduce the amount of vowels in your language? How about you reduce this? Points. How dare you? How dare you? That's funny. Yeah, I think the accent for a name is just like, I think that's just natural to do. Because I mean, for names in particular, right? Like if you're saying a name, you should probably be saying it in the accent of where it's come from, generally speaking. Important, but I can't stop staring out at the back of your head reflected in the window. Is it reflected in the window? Oh, it is. Nice. Best reputation is this. Hello, Wilconiac. Thank you for using the bad emote. Is that Charles?
Charlie, we're here. Your prayers are answered. Pour us a drink.
Finally. Banisher, please come in. As it is called, your serving woman may sit while we talk.
Serving
I'm
woman?
the help. She's the boss. You're not Charles.
My name is Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McWraith. Good day to you, sirs, madam. Now,
guns.
where's Charles?
Minister Davenport said help was on its way. I assumed...
Keep digging, Fairfax. Good day. Pennington, captain of the train band. This here is Thickskin Newsmith. We're the selectmen.
What's left of us?
Why is Charles not here?
We're sorry for your loss. We'll do what we can for his widow.
The Reverend is dead. When? How?
A terrible tragedy. Though our faith sustains us, we are still very much in shock.
Our shock at Reverend Davenport's killing is so great that we must sit here in comfort, losing precious time.
As governor of the colony of New Eden, it is my responsibility...
Look at us, sat here waiting to meet the same fate. We could all be miles away by now. You lot do what you want. I intend living.
The esteemed select woman can be brusque. Forgive her. And rest assured that her aptitudes far outweigh her manners. Or lack thereof.
Her point still stands, Fairfax. Sitting here, doing nothing, we are as lambs to the slaughter.
The Banishers are here. Surely with their expertise we may yet prevail.
Then I shall leave you in your expertise in ghosts and devils to find out. My expertise in blood and battle is of little use. Mistress Duarte, if I can be of service, yous may visit me at home. On the other side of the street, as it were.
Well, Governor, shall you leave or shall you stay?
For myself, I'll stay. Our company has suffered terribly. But we are worth saving. And now that you are here, save it we shall. Please, accept my sincerest condolences for the loss of your friend. We feel the loss of our minister so very keenly. Charles Davenport was a man of great knowledge and devotion. The pride, indeed, of New Eden. It discommodes me greatly to remember how we found his body in the cemetery. Indeed, it distresses me yet further to tell you that we do not know what so tragically cost him his life.
What do you think happened? Could your physicians not save him? I could tell from his hairstyle this man was a racist. Because he's bald, yeah, bald people are racist. Thick-skinned newsmith. What's up, Wilk? How are you doing? I like the. I mean, from a realism perspective, that's like a good that's like a good nod to the game's roots, I guess. You don't have to have every character be a Giga Omega racist that is like yelling slurs. But it's a little like acknowledgement, like, hey, this is what this character would think in this time. Could your physicians not save him? What do you think happened? Could your physicians not save him?
Could your physicians not save him?
Good
Would
nod,
that
yeah.
we had a physician left, but it would have made no difference. Charles was dead when we found him, and we do not know how or why. One or two among our company have knowledge of the physic. Purples, they said. Rupture, strangery, or sadness. Guesses, all. As a man of science in New Eden, I stand alone. You see, in my youth, I too was something of a demonologist. Rather a good one, if I say so myself.
I too am
We're
something
not
of a
demonologists,
demonologist.
And neither was Charles. Is his widow Esther taking visitors?
The widow Davenport is at home, and does not much venture out. Her house overlooks the dock. I offered Charles a home with a view across a pretty meadow, but he refused. He preferred the village life. Speak to her, if she'll see you. But she knows no more than we do about how her husband died.
You studied demonology.
You're a demonologist, you say?
I am that, like my father was before me. Faith and science are our twin compasses, you see, to a deeper understanding of the secrets of God's green and pleasant land, and those who threaten it.
And what have your compasses told you about the curse?
They have told me that Reverend Davenport was better placed than I to solve our problem. Which is why you're here. We agreed it. I shall stand for the company, I said, as the moral authority, the anchor, and the rock, as Charles and his Banishers lift the curse.
I bet this guy's responsible. He like tried to summon a demon or something. Old French guys naming people in English be like, is this meme still valid? Yeah, sure. I know what meme we're talking about. Perhaps we'll come for advice. I think the top
Perhaps
one is
we
a
may
bit
come to you for
sarcastic.
advice.
Please
Hello,
do,
yeah.
madam, for I would be only too glad to give it.
Why is the town so empty? They're
Why is
dead.
town so empty?
Of those who did not
Why
die,
is town?
we are the few who stayed.
Is meme still
Our
valid?
motivations may differ. All who remain have shown extraordinary faith and courage in the face of our adversity.
Where did they go? Will they return? Where did they go?
Those who left, where did they go?
Boston, outlying settlements. Anywhere, everywhere. Although, as you may have heard, the weather has likely closed the roads. Some believe the path through the dark woods offers salvation. I do not. I believe We must stand our ground.
Will they return?
Will they return when the curse is lifted?
I fervently hope so. They have homes here. But we sent the children away some time ago, and many could not live with their absence. If we do not resolve this situation quickly, the community of New Eden shall be broken, perhaps forever.
Back. About the curse.
What can you tell me about the curse?
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now, and I can tell you that it worsens by the increment. First, there was pestilence and disease. Then came the nightmares. Then came madness. In the end came death. And death remains. But in all honesty, I think the weather is the worst part. This never-ending winter hangs heavy on us all. Worse yet, it traps us here.
What caused it? What did Charles know?
What did Charles know about it? What had he learned?
Tragically, I had not yet had the opportunity to discuss his investigation, and his passing now excludes the possibility. Our late friend Charles faced a Herculean task and acquitted himself with honor. You will have to do far better than that, I'm afraid.
Our contract stands.
If you'll have it, yes, our contract stands for Charles.
All right. For Charles.
Goodbye.
Thank you. We have what we need.
Then I wish you success. By my instruction, a room is prepared for you in the old schoolhouse. I'll be here if you need me.
I'll be here if you need me. I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be back in just a second. Shut up. Bye. No rules. Hello, very good. If I'm not all right, tell me, why do I feel so beautiful tonight? Inn's owner notice. As announced at the last town hall meeting, I hereby close the King's Arms Tavern, leaving the key to the selectmen. There shall be no ale sold nor drunk until the curse is lifted and I return. The storerooms are locked, and so are the bedrooms. God blessed. Charity Krugget. I bet this guy summoned a demon. I bet that's gonna be the... What if I attack this guy? What if I do this? Can't do that. There's distance towards an objective.
Those
Follow the
accursed sea storms. If only we'd been here earlier.
Oh, are these...
But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people are idiots. These people are helpless.
These people have no idea what they're up against.
Curfew. In hours of darkness, stay in your homes. No discord, no turmoil. No discord? What the hell? That is tyranny.
Curfew? But why?
The first resort of every self-respecting oppressor.
No discord, that's insane. That's crazy. The path to the meeting house is closed by the governor's decree. Oh, I wanted to read the Dutch. The cemetery is closed by the order of the governor.
So, you're done listening to Fairfax.
No, this corner can we go back to team speak?
That
Jesus.
man turns a pretty phrase, and does so to the
Please
exclusion
no.
of all else.
You are a captain here.
Tell me, Captain, what does your rank signify? Militia?
I maintain the train band. I also anticipate threat. Natives, brigands, the French and other monsters. The curse, though, that's a whole different kettle of shite. Not even poor Davenport saw that one coming.
About the curse.
Any thoughts on the origins of the curse?
None useful. I'm a military man. I'm no dark artist.
I'll take that as a gentle jab. You don't believe in my work.
I can tell you're a woman of talent and capability. I respect that. The rest of it, that's your remit, not mine. Me? I'm the old guard. You and your Scots greenhorn, you're the hope. You'd best prevail.
Or else.
We'll be back.
I'll be here, unless I'm not.
We should go to Esther.
I think the governor said their house stood above the docks.
Hello?
Thick skin, right? We're sorry to disturb you.
It'll take more than you to disturb me. What do you want?
Do you intend to leave?
I take it you intend to leave town.
Bloody right I do. New Eden is dying and anyone who stays is dead or deranged.
You're leaving alone?
Will you go alone?
I'll take my sister and anyone else who wishes. You may come too if you wish. You look like you can handle yourself.
I do have a sword.
There's no hope for New Eden then?
Not till the weather changes, and it don't look like changing.
What's your role here?
What's your role here, if you don't mind me asking?
Lately, I do what needs doing when no one else will, weakened as they are by comfort and the curse. In normal times, I hunt. Now, though, it's cold enough to freeze the nankies off an horse, and the game rots as quick as you can get it home. You can't eat a ghost, can't skin it, can't sell it, so what'll be the use?
Well, you can probably sell it. Ectoplasm.
So, the curse. What do you think is going on?
I think nothing much about it. I think folk sickened and the crops failed. I think folk went mad, and I know we found the Reverend dead.
Time for pizza. I think I'm having pizza today too. Maybe it feels like a pizza day. I didn't have any breakfast, so I'm hungry. About Governor Haskell.
What of the governor? Anything I should know?
That useless clackwagger. With Davenport dead, godly folk look to be led. Fairfax Haskell couldn't be happier. I pity he'll get 'em all killed.
About Captain Pennington.
What of the captain?
Now there's a man of worth. Without Saul Pennington, there'd be no town left at all. These last months have been hard on him. I hope his mettle holds. If I had my way, he'd be coming with us. I don't give a rat's knacks for loyalty, but the captain does.
Well then, thank you for your help.
Aye.
Why do people not care for loyalty? Loyalty is a good thing. I climb this ladder now. That'll be too much. Open? Oh no.
Antea, Red.
I just realized a glaring mistake.
Come in.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Unlucky, unfortunate. If you go back and look when she opened, the door has a lock at the top. But when it had a lock at the top, but when she opened the door door frame was smooth, meaning that lock has nowhere to go. So they didn't. The game developers forgot to add the lock part to the door frame. There's just a lock on the door that does nothing. I mean, why even play the game at this point? You know what I mean? Like, what's the literal unplayable? I don't know. How long have you played? Can I refund this still, or?
Barely slept for fear you would not come.
Actually, okay, let's fix this. Headcanon, they got those doors from somewhere else. You know, these doors are imported with locks on them. But they don't need locks in this area, because it's a very safe place. Headcanon, we fixed it. Easy.
I'm at a loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther,
Rhoda
you're
saved,
not
yeah.
alone now. We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time.
I'm so sorry.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of New Eden. You know how he is. Was. Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more. I believe he tried to lift the curse. I too have questions, but I have no answers. Nor do I now have a husband.
How were things before about Governor Haskell?
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
Oh, they said runes, but she said wounds.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse? It was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
Is there anything we should know?
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
Goodbye. Oh, portrait. Wait, what is that button? Oh! Chronicles. Oh, investigate the study, investigate the bedroom. Oh, yeah. Evolution. The once joyful and educated good friend of Antea and Red is now a young widow who has lost her anchor and drifts unmoored on a sea of mourning. After seeing her husband's ghost, grieving widow Esther Davenport was deeply distressed. Intent not obtained. Progress in your investigation of 10 hits. Oh. Oh, cool. Wait, so we're actually doing, like, investigations? We have Charles too. Cool. The old friends. Oh, this is cool. Okay.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
I was expecting something less, like, mechanical overall, but I mean, that's
May I
cool.
be of any help?
You stay put. We'll find the way.
First hint. This is my hint, okay. She was grieving. A new Scotch tune in G major by Henry Purcell.
Purcell? Could you find nothing better?
These days I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
Letter from Eleanor Coombs, November 1694. My dearest Charles, how delighted I was to read your words. It is always a pleasure to hear from you, and to know that yourself and your beloved Esther are doing well. I have contacted our brothers in London, but unfortunately we cannot find anything in our archives that matches the description of the events you have experienced in New Eden. Be that as it may, pestilence and never-ending winters are phenomena perhaps too broad for us to pinpoint the exact cause. I can give you no better answer. Be it sorcery, the presence of an ichor, or something else entirely, we cannot say. All I can do is invite you to continue your research and to take note of all your observations. Our Brotherhood of St. Paul's has so little presence in the New World. Any new information shall be precious indeed. Please stay safe, my friend. Yours truly, Eleanor Combs. Oh, New World. That's the Amazon game. That's cool.
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul Brotherhood is a tie that binds. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in New Eden. If only we had known what would befall us.
Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Bachelor came to see me. That was nice of him.
Bundle of letters from Charles. 21st day of February 1687. My sweet Esther, I can't tell you how much I long to get home. This work in the mystic Scottish island is exciting. I can't argue with that, but I miss the sweetness of home. However, I know that the few months I have left away from your loving arms will be of great benefit to me. Through this experience, I will increase my knowledge, and all this I do to protect you from those stark worlds that swirl around us. It is your love and trust that pushes me into these... Det står på ledningen, da. To do my best. Into these mysterious entrenchments that pushes me to do my best. It is for you that I do this, for when I see the pride in your eyes, then I know what role I play on this earth. I know that I can be stronger, I know that I can do anything. As long as you look at me with that spark that is only yours. I'm thinking of you, your love forever, Charles. Bundle of letters from Charles, 5th day of January, 1685. My beloved Esther, how I long to hold you in my arms. The announcement of our marriage was to my heart as a delicacy on my palate, a sweet of which one cannot tire. At last we shall be together, and together forever and ever, until the day many years from now when we are old and the last death separates us. For only death can extinguish the love between us, and I am sure that not even death can undo the tenderness I feel for you. I want everything to be perfect for our marriage, and I will make it so. I will write to you every day until that blessed moment when I can finally shed the weight of letters and tell you in person every day how I feel about you. I'm thinking about you. Your love forever, Charles. Is that like a long distance relationship thing going? 12th day of August, 1694. My sweet Esther, I was down and yet you were there to support me. You are an angel from heaven to help me in my darkest mission. You are the light that guides me through the darkest of the invisible. And yet I feel so sorry for bringing you to this tortured land. You know well that the things are not as they should be in New Eden, and I'm sorry to have you by my side, for I fear for your life. I wish we could have found a quiet corner of this land there to raise our children, but I fear a curse. I think we should leave, or perhaps you should go ahead while I defend our home. Think about it, for I cannot bear the thought of the darkness taking you away from me. Your love forever, Charles.
How pleasant to see these old familiar things from your house in London.
London.
That porcelain saw many a dinner turned lecture with Charles.
I miss him so.
So do we, Esther.
Music essay, Sadness in Interval, or a study of the Aeolian scale by Heinrich Pierti. Where's the short when you need them? A study of H. Purcell's Cacconi in G minor for string by E. Davenport. Esther, some food and ale for you. Sorry for your loss. Your neighbors hold you in their hearts. Acone 2012.
This
Pony?
is Charles's. It's like he never left.
He never left.
There's more to learn here.
Do you still have your Coney kit ready? No, I didn't follow the Coney memes too much.
Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable.
You have to respect them at least trying with their little candle lights, but like, realistically, this would be a very, 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 very dark corridor. Like, these lights don't light up that much. This is like, this thing would light up, maybe illuminate exactly where I'm standing and nothing else. Also, I wonder if you would even have this much light in your home, generally speaking, like all these chandeliers. Maybe you would. It's just like you would be spending a lot of money on candles.
Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
He was hiding his hair loss.
Hair loss couldn't be me.
I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right.
Well, Charles probably lingers because apparently they made this with UA5. Why didn't they use Lumen? Wait, what is Lumen? Is that what they use for Empire? Oh, the UE5 lighting suit. Well, I think this is an intentional choice. Don't not make the game too dark. Which is why I said at least they tried. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think most people will look at this and be like, "Oh, that's unrealistic." They'll just be like, "Oh, you know, this is a cozy little place that's by candle." That's why I said, like, at least they tried. You know, like it doesn't bother me too much. So we have America, and we have Europe. I like the tilt here though. I don't actually know how the continents align normally. But like on a Google Maps, I feel like everything would be pushed way further down. Like Norway is really small here. This is probably a more realistic depiction, I assume. Can we see New Eden on this? Oh. Is there no place to go look at like all the notes you've gathered? Oh. Unlucky. Or is it in here? No. Todd für die Toten by Balthasar Hans Frenhofer. Occult book from Charles' personal collection. What does Totten mean? That like toddler? Scribble Bible verses. Job 7, 13, 15. Tot is German for dead, I think. Oh, so for the dead. Gotcha. 13 when I say my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaints. 14. Then thou scarest me with the dreams and terrifies me through vision. 15. So that my soul chooses strangling, and death rather than life. It comes to me in my dreams.
Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Is his
Red,
wife dead?
He dropped something.
Can it work like that? What do all these dreams have in common? Are they promise of a doomsday or a nightmare coming? Visions? Foreshadowing? Is someone behind this? Who is the real target and what caused this anger to burst forth? I need to know how it gets into our heads. Sleep no longer offers rest, and this cannot perdure.
These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their bed?
That's a threatening spirit had in settlers' dreams. Theological book from Charles' personal collection, Formicarius by Johannes Nider. Oh yeah. Charles notes, none on this side of the water, and few on the other know that I came to New Eden as a minister in order to pursue research into the New World on behalf of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. And what strangeness have I found? There are ghosts here, yes, old and innumerable, but they're quiet. I shall never say the word aloud, but I suspect that there be witches. And if I find one, I shall be very much like to ask her for her story. I go Native Native Americans? Odd for the Totten. Another rating to do before a title drop. I mean, this is optional though, to be fair. Theological book from Charles' personal collection, Portalitum Fidei by Alfonso di Spina. I like... precious king from a chess set protected by glass dome. I think having like too much dumb stuff to read in games is really bad, but I think so far this game has done a good job with it. Like, all the stuff we read has been very, very short and succinct. I feel like lesser games would have dropped like giant lore dumps on you with everything you pick up. Well, this has been very mild, I would say, overall. That just feels like a slow burn so far. Yeah, for sure.
That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me.
I can maybe interpret why, but I don't know. I only watched one trailer. Oh, where do nightmares come from? This is a long one. Where do nightmares come from? I remember the teaching of my master, may God bless their souls, against the threat unknown. When the common knowledge is not enough to understand a situation, the sagacious and pious man will wisely turn to the very roots of his art, the words, their meaning, and the power hidden in each of them. Nightmare has nothing to do with a nocturnal female horse, as in the French Cauchemar or the German Nachtmar. Mare here comes from 12th century Middle Dutch and means ghost or demon. A nightmare is not a puny fiend sneaking into the bedrooms to suffocate the dreamers, but one of the rarest and most powerful spirit defined by its only purpose, to spread its insidious and unforgiving wrath upon any living soul it may reach. According to my research, no occultist ever successfully banished a nightmare, but why? Could a nightmare be more than a ghost? I'm afraid so. I remember a... Hei! Du, ikke så i vinduet, BF. Du! Hei! Du! Ja! Hæ? Ja? I remember a disturbing poem I read in London in my younger years about the terrifying abilities of such entity, supposedly able to penetrate the dreams of its target, to influence their thoughts and perceptions and make them endure their worst fear, able even to bend the distance or alter time, creating tantalizing and personalized nightmare its victims can't hope to escape from. Such a petrifying concept, I pray God with all my heart and soul that this is not what has arisen upon us. How would we then escape despair, death, and doom? I need more information, but where to find them? Charles Davenport. Well, we would just, you would just lucid dream, right, to get rid of one, or you ever get a dream catcher, like I have. A silver brooch habitually worn by Charles Davenport, engraved with a distinctive three-hilted sword. Three-hilted sword. Interesting.
Got enough.
Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
This is like a small bed for two people.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
So if we're fighting a nightmare that can make like a reality a living nightmare, then I guess we have to be suspicious of everything that happens. Children's Psalm. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Psalm 127-3. Are an heritage? Is that how it's actually written? Or is this a typo in the game? Psalm 1273. This isn't even the... Well, I guess from the old Bible. Children are a heritage from the Lord. Yeah, that's a typo. That's not good. That's not good. 3 drops of doctor's oath. 3 drops of lavender oil in chamomile infusion before sleep. Winter's green to rub between palms and behind ears 3 times a day. If restlessness persists, use lemon balm. Evelyn. A woman doctor? What the hell? Unsent letter to Esther's sister. My dearest sister, Charles is dead. I cannot tell right from left. I cannot tell which day it is, or how long ago my Charles departed. My world has come undone. Nothing happened as it was supposed to. I could not attend the burial, the shame of it. How I have failed my dear husband. I just could not find the strength to leave the house and walk to the place where Charles died, there to see him buried. Lord have mercy on us and guide our friends to us before it is too late. New Eden will not last much longer without my beloved husband to protect it. I do not have any words left in me, but I thought that you, who loved him so, should know of his passing. My love, Esther.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
That's terrible for her. Exhausted by grief, Esther was unable to leave her house to attend her husband's burial. Did not properly bid her husband farewell and now suffers from it. Oh.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Now that we know why he might be back, we should go investigate the cemetery where he was found.
Doing some addiction scratches.
Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
How may I help?
Do you have bad dreams?
Has the curse brought with it nightmares?
Yes. I've had nightmares. I suspect we all have. Charles warned that something was stalking our dreams, that it had a use for us, that we needed to fight it with all God's might.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
But now Charles is gone, and my nightmares have changed. In my sleep, I see my husband falling, screaming into the abyss. All hear him. None respond. He plummets on into the bottomless pit. Poor Charles.
With all that's happened, how are you bearing up?
This all feels so unreal. Just one more nightmare from which I cannot wake.
It seems so now.
But now
that will
I'm
change.
wide awake.
I promise.
Was there something I should have done differently? Did I fail him? Did I fail Charles?
None of this is your fault.
I do not want to believe he is gone. He cannot be gone. I do not permit him to be gone.
You're in pain, and that might have brought him back. Maybe he lingers because you suffer.
We'll do what we can to ease your pain. And we'll do what we can for Charles.
Goodbye.
We must make our way to the cemetery.
Please be careful, dear Antea.
I read that. Oh, we did. That picture is wearing looks interesting. I wonder where it's from. Who? Me? That one? The cross-looking one? I assume it was like a Banisher symbol.
What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Does
Must I see
Starfield
him
have cutscenes
too?
like this yet, or...?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
Or is Bethesda still stuck doing zoom in on one character, zoom in on another character? Or do they have actual real cutscenes now in their
You'll
games?
be alright.
I doubt it. But I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall.
It will
Ask
zoom in,
around.
zoom out.
See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same. Be careful.
Aye. You too.
One location near Oh, I can push left on the thing to get the map. Sincere Paris shop. Highlight. Unhighlight. What the hell is happening back here? Yeah. Hi. Take a thing. There. Hi. Hoppa-finger. Hoppa-finger. Alright. I don't think I'm fine. I don't think it's not fine. I don't for fun. I don't for login. Doggy trees, can I do this? Can I do this? No slide. Hey. I'm getting a lot of tricks today. I think just having cutscenes adds a lot of charm to the games. I can't believe Bethesda is still not doing like proper cutscenes, so that's kind of crazy. I mean, you're very limited when all you can mix and Starfield is charmless. I mean, you're very. Thank you for the doggy treat for Nimson. For Logan really enjoyed that. You become very limited in how you can tell a story too, right? Because you can only tell the story by people zooming in on each other's faces. I gotta take another drink? Oh, what was that sound? I wish I could do that with my lips. Oh. Did you go back to Starfield? Might be fun with the new ground vehicle. Hey, could be. Warning, the docks are closed for sabotage by fire. All trade to Boston, Marblehead, Salem is cut until the saboteur is caught. I could redeem Starfield. Hey, if you want one stream of, if you want to spend 100,000 points for one stream, go for it.
Be warned. I need but cry out, and help shall come in an instant.
Calm you, sir. Antea Duarte, Minister Davenport's banisher.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Poor Reverend Davenport. His death has shaken us all. Welcome to New Eden. I'm afraid you find us at our worst.
We're banishers. There's nowhere else we'd rather be. And you are?
I, madam, am Squire Sincere Paris, travelling merchant, stuck in this cursed place and eager to be somewhere else.
What do you mean one is a $200 game? Read the part where it says one stream minimum. I mean, it said at minimum, I can do one stream. One second. But surely Bethesda match feels like cold. I'll probably give you more than one stream, but I would probably give it more than one stream, but hey, if you want to delay, a Yakuza that bad, go for it. That's what I'll say. About the curse.
Tell me about the curse, if you will.
I'll tell you this. Those who dare defy the curse are brave indeed, and, I fear, foolish.
Banishing is a job, sir. And to do it, I need detail. If you please.
A banisher must have charms. Trinkets, I mean, of protection. If you have a surplus, I'd happily relieve you of your burden.
What I need is information.
What I need right now is information about the curse. What have you seen that might help me with my work?
I've seen famine, madness, the shadow of early death, weather, too. So much weather. I mean, I've seen it all before, but never all at once. Here, it's everything, everywhere, and all at the same time. Folks stay indoors, waiting to be told what to do. Waiting to die, really. Ghosts in the making, all of them.
Do you have bad dreams?
The nightmares. Do you get them too?
Of course I do. Not everyone will admit it, but we all have bad dreams.
Of what do you dream?
I dream someone watches me sleep. I sometimes fancy she's present when I'm awake. She never speaks, nor moves. She seems to wish me no harm. She just stands there, watching me, waiting, taking my measure.
Does she manifest at a particular hour?
If she does, I have no way of knowing it, unable as we are in this interminable grey to tell day from night. Well, there you are. Information on the curse, as per your request. I won't even charge you for it.
So imagine laying Yakuza 6 to play Starfield. Hey, that could be you. You could do that. You're leaving town?
You're leaving town?
As soon as possible. Did you arrive by sea? A ship lies at anchor in the bay. Perhaps a captain would take me and my wares to safety.
The crew refused to dock, and I suspect they'll leave on the next available tide. We rowed ourselves ashore.
Might I ask where you abandoned this rowboat of yours?
Along the coast, by a path remarkable for its angry specters and bloody corpses. If you wish to make the sailing, I hope your wares can swim.
Show me your wares.
Care to trade?
Most of my goods are already packed, but I never refuse a deal.
What are we seeing in the background there? Is that like a monster or something? Red and Antia. Resources. I don't know what to do with any of this. I guess we're just living.
I bid you good day, Squire Paris, and thank you for your time.
A pleasure, Mistress Duarte. Do be careful.
Duarte. Oh, this path is open now. Is this the first graveyard? Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. Let's get the cemetery. God damn it, I hate when I accidentally go the right way. I'd be up for playing Starfield at some point, but the two issues I have with Starfield is one, I think the game looks very uninteresting right now, and two, they're gonna keep updating it. So I would rather play it when they're like, when it's like a finished product. You know what I mean? Kind of same with the Owlcat games. There's like, you know, they released Wrath of the Righteous like 4 years ago, and they released like the last content patch this year.
A wisp. So close to town.
The cemetery is closed by order of the governor. But for years, I said that like I prefer playing games like Starfield when all the stuff is out, when they're done updating them. So I'm not, so I don't have to play Starfield now, and then I have to play Starfield again in 6 months, and then in 6 months again, and then 6 months again, and then 6 months again. All the time, them adding new updates to it. And I use the Owlcat games as an example, because the Owlcat games, they do that exact thing.
Leading me?
They release a game and then like release like 600 expansions to it. Oh, I can roll. I like seeing damage numbers.
Well, you tried.
I think I can just spam the button.
No one is safe here.
Makes sense, wait for the game edition now.
Most of these people died fighting. Someone didn't want them here.
But especially for just those types of games. Like when you're playing something like Witcher 3, right? The expansions for that are like exterior. They're like, oh, this happens at the end of the game. You know, this is like you go to the separate area, like with Elden Ring, right? That's just like a separate thing. You don't have to like you don't have to replay the game to play that or whatever. I did because I'm a psychopath, but like for Starfield with that car now, it's just like if you played the game without the car, it's just gonna be like, well, why wasn't the car here to begin with? I did that for Witcher 3, yeah. Which is fine, right? Like, no big deal. And that's not to say that's anything. Like, if some people like playing the games like that, that's cool. I mean, I play survival games like that. It's just generally speaking, I don't want to keep having to like return to a game and then be like, well, do I start a whole new game now, or do we keep playing from where we were, or? Not sure you can feel places or objects that have been marked by ghosts. When it comes to the elementary pain race will be triggered and let orange. Walk around to find the source. My Bane rings.
I've seen more graves here than I've met settlers.
That's probably not too unusual.
Many dead in more recent years.
Just eternally playing games from 3 years. Oh, because like that too. And now I haven't played a new game in so long. Just eternally playing games from 3 years ago. I mean, there's a lot of new games you can trust. Oh, we found out Port's Grave that fast.
Why didn't you wait for us, old friend? I swear I'll make it up to you.
I mean, I think at this point there's enough games to play that you can like just keep playing all the games forever and you'd be happy with that. And there's no like discernible quality difference to me. I saw that age-old argument people have on Reddit today, where people are like, "Oh, games used to be so much better before." It's like, dude, games have been the same the entire way through. We have good games, we have bad games. Some new games are good, some new games are bad. Some old games are good, some old games are bad. New games I can trust, like what? Even Baldur's Gate 3 is being updated? Oh, sure, if you mean like that. Well, it's being updated, but it doesn't have like a drastic like content changes though, right? If you play through that once, you don't have to worry about playing through it again. I mean, games used to be less woke. No, they're talking about like, well, developers used to be so much better and you could trust them and the standards were higher. It's like, dude, these people are actually drunk. I mean, I don't think they're planning like an expansion for this game, probably. The slide? Oh no. Well, this would be a slide down. I guess technically, before Todd Howard cursed the world with horse armor, things were different. No. First of all, horse armor is probably the biggest boon the